Joel, in week 3 on this Saturday is in the books now. Central-Phenix City defeating Jeff Davis today at Crampton Bowl in Montgomery by a final score of 37-6. It was a dominating performance from the opening kickoff for Central-Phenix City in that first half, as they had a 37-0 halftime lead. Then both coaches, Gerhard, conferring at halftime, deciding to go with the running clock in the second half. Jeff Davis came out, did get on the scoreboard, so they have something positive developing for them offensively in the second half. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights. Of course, most of them coming in the first half, and here is that aforementioned opening kickoff of the game.
Yeah, Zion Morris, the senior, really had a strong first half, both on special teams and on offense. After that big play on special teams, they're coming up with a nice block as Jackson Meeks takes it out of the shadow of the end zone after a great punt by Jeff Davis, goes inside the 5-yard line, and they end up scoring on this, a 97-yard drive, capped off by the guy who scored the first touchdown of the game. It is Zion Morris, the senior, putting up his second score, 14-0 early, and it was all Central-Phenix City, and Jackson Meeks coming up with a big play there. Then they take out Caleb Nix, and they put in the senior Trey Miles, who had a fantastic game. Muhammad coming up with the interception here for Central-Phenix City. That led to the touchdown on the very next play. And this is kind of when you knew it was Central-Phenix City's day. Miles to Meeks, and Meeks gets it on the board. And then you start the half off with a great play on special teams. Then you end the half off with a great play on special teams. The safety there makes it 37-0 early on. The second half belonged to Jeff Davis. They scored the only touchdown of the game. It was this huge play here by Donald Harris that got things going off for JD, and then capped off with the 1-yard touchdown by Chase Ford, and a nice show of respect there by both coaches in the first year at those programs, and a good thing for really both teams to take home going into next week, as they both have undefeated opponents in their battle there in week 4.
Well, you know, it's still early in the season, and of course, when it comes to 7A, it's Thompson.
That's right.
At the top of the heap. Boy, they have really looked good this year, especially they look virtually unstoppable offensively. My question to you, after seeing Central-Phenix City today, are they in that group?
I think so, and you know, obviously they were in the state championship game last year. They took one on the chin. It was 40-14 in that ball game against Thompson, and you know, a lot of that is what's driving their success so far this year. Central-Phenix City now 2-2 on the season. We have seen teams like Thompson. We've seen the Hoovers of the world, and I'm sure Auburn and some of these other teams now, not only in Region 2 but across the state, will have something to say when it comes to who holds that blue trophy to end the year. I think Central-Phenix City, after taking their lumps early on, the first 2 games to Eufaula and to Hoover, they're really showing they're one to contend for that 7A state championship trophy.
Yeah, 7A is really interesting. You know, you take a team like Prattville, who dominated the highest classification in the state for so long. They've kind of been out of the conversation. Are they back in the conversation this year? I
think so as well. And they had that big game against Wetumpka that you saw right here as one of the games of the week here on WOTM. I think that everybody is obviously chasing Thompson. So far what they've done, they've put together an outstanding run, another big win last night. A lot of people saw what they did against the 6A state champions from Oxford to kick off the season. I think that there's several teams that are in the mix. Obviously, Thompson is the top of the heap. They've earned that spot at the very, very top, and so far they have kept it there. They will be the benchmark for everybody else, including the team that we saw today with an impressive win to move to 2-2 on the season. Other teams like Prattville, I know, will have a lot to say about it, and Auburn as well. They're also undefeated, number 4 in the state. There should be some great battles moving on here in Class 7A.
And Spain Park giving Thompson all they could handle last night in that game. They are a very good football team this season as well. So 7A is going to be fun to watch in the coming weeks, and of course as we head toward the Super 7 in December. So once again today it was all about Central-Phenix City. Impressive in their region victory today over Jeff Davis at Crampton Bowl by a final score of 37-6. Thanks for tuning in all across the state of Alabama today for exciting action here on WOTM and the AHSAA TV network. For our entire crew, for Gerhard Mathangani, Mickey Shadrick saying so long. We'll see you again next week for more action here on WOTM.